Okay. Let's talk about our streaming guide.
Butt Groove Guide.
Wherein we tell you how to spend the entire weekend on your couch. Because that's what you need to do. Your significant other and your children, and maybe your grandchildren, they all want you to be happy. I think that's fair, right?
Oh, yeah.
And where are you the happiest?
In your Butt Groove Guide.
On your couch.
Yeah.
On your couch watching football. So we're going to tell you how to watch football all weekend. And it's a good slate of games if you're, especially with our friends at TexanLive.com. TexanLive.com is where you can stream a lot of these games. We will start tonight, Thursday.
Dateline.
So here's the thing. We start off with, there's I believe 7 games tonight on TexanLive.com.
Yeah, it's a big Thursday slate,
Thursday slate. At 6 o'clock, you can do Taylor and Seven Lakes. Katie Taylor, Katie Seven Lakes. That has a, that game, you may be shooing it away like, who cares, whatever. I would not. This game has major implications in District 19-6A for Seven Lakes and Taylor, so keep an eye on this one. And it figures to be a pretty good game. Major implications there in 19-6A. You can start off at 6 o'clock with Katie Taylor and Katie Seven Lakes. 6:30, Cy Lakes and Cy Park. Look, I'm not going to tell you that this is going to be a great game because Cypress Park is a pretty considerable favorite in this one. One may argue they are, in fact, the biggest favorite in the state this week. But it's a game at 6:30. And you can watch it. You can either do that or you can do Bridgeland and Cy Woods. Bridgeland and Cy Woods is probably the better play here. Cy Woods, I think, is better than their 2-2 record indicates. You can watch #MaximumBears with the Bridgeland there. Remember, we're working under the assumption you have a maximum of 3 screens. So we're talking TV, computer, phone. So yeah, you can fill up your screens at 6:30. Taylor Seven Lakes probably the most consequential game.
Yeah.
Bridgeland Cy Woods may be the best game. Cy Park Cy Lakes is an opportunity to see a state ranked team in Cy Park. So those would be the way that I break those down. But then 7 o'clock rolls around.
Oh God.
At 7 o'clock you need to clear the decks. Okay, clear the decks.
I knew this was coming.
You only need one screen, guys. To watch Tomball Memorial and Klein Kane. Chase Snyder on the call. Great game there. Get an opportunity to see Klein Kane. I think it's a really fun matchup there. Tomball Memorial and Klein Kane going at it tonight. Kane's your favorite. Tomball Memorial is one of those teams that they're 2-3. I think they're better than they've hit the skids recently. I think they're better than their record indicates. But a big game there for between Klein Kane and Tomball Memorial. I guess there's another game. Which game would you recommend that people tune in for, Pickle?
I'm gonna agree with Tomball and Klein Kane. Tomball Memorial and Klein Kane. Is
that right? That's the only game you'd recommend?
Or you can join Trevor Bullard and I on the call for Cinco Ranch and Maid Creek, a 19-6A brawl there in Katy.
That's right. Katy Maid Creek and Katy Cinco Ranch, another critical game in District 19-6A, kicking off at 7 o'clock. Let's start here. Good game. And I think that you should tune in for this because I think it has an opportunity to, again, have major implications and be Katy Maid Creek is 2-2. Cinco Ranch is obviously very pivotal to the way that 19-6A shakes out with regards to where Katy goes, Division 1 or Division 2. So tune in for a good game. Also tune in for the professional color commentary debut of our Duchess.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it'll be a good game.
And you're working with a pro there
yeah. Dude, if I mess up, Trevor's gonna carry it. So no sweat off my back.
But 7 o'clock, I mean this sincerely. I will be watching.
Oh, I know you will.
I'll be watching.
I'm gonna be getting hate mail on my Twitter all night.
No,
get this chick off.
Everyone, if you're watching tonight, send Pickle a selfie of you watching the game. Send Pickle at Ashley_Pickle12 a selfie of you watching the game and send her some encouragement.
Thank you.
You're gonna do great.
I'm excited. It'll be good.
You've got the. Here's the thing. We'll get to Friday in a moment. The thing about this, I'm not worried about your football brain. You got plenty of football brain. You got football brain to spare. The only issue is doing color is just such a different muscle memory than what you're used to because you're a reporter. You know what I mean? You are like, I sit here and I tell you the who, what, where, and when, right? And then now you got to tell them the how and the why.
Yeah, fundamentally, I'm more play-by-play minded than I am color-minded.
That's the only thing I'm worried about with you is like, are you going to be able to get into that mindset, which is just a different muscle. It's a different muscle.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not worried about you knowing what's happening on field. You got big football brain. But like like I'm going to do color in a couple weeks, right, for one of the games. That's the thing I'm concerned about. I'm not worried about knowing things about football.
Right.
I'm worried about being able to turn into color commentator, which is just such a different thing.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why Craig's so remarkable, is that he can do both. He can do anything. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move. So, 7 o'clock tonight, Maid Creek and Cinco Ranch.
I'm excited.
Live on TexanLive.com. You can listen to Ashley Pickle on color commentary.
Because I got to hightail it down the road stadium.
Yeah. Friday!
Dateline!
I mean, here's the cool thing. 6 o'clock rolls around on TexanLive.com, and you have maybe at least a top 3 game in the state this week. In Katie and Tompkins. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, guys.
That's great, man. You can get home from work and instantly turn your TV on.
The way that they do it is because Legacy Stadium and Road Stadium, I believe it's Legacy. Yeah, Legacy Stadium and Road Stadium share a parking lot, and so they stagger it so that like traffic's not an absolute nightmare. So yeah, Katy and Tompkins starts at 6 o'clock. No excuse, right? Then at 6:30, Houston and Tulsa kicks off on ESPN. Now I have come out strongly against Friday night college football.
Yes.
I'm against Friday night college football. I'm against Friday night NFL football. I'm against Friday night XFL football, CFL football. Clear the decks for high school football. Friday night belongs to them. If you are at home and you want to flip on Houston and Tulsa, you can. It's a good game. Big game for Houston, rather, on the road at Tulsa in a critical AAC showdown. So that game's 6:30. 7 o'clock. I mean, look, you're going to have to set one screen aside. So you're going to need, at one point, you're going to be going 3 wide. And the obvious thing to do here is to go college on one of them, okay, with Houston and Tulsa. And then Katy versus Katy Tompkins and Spring versus Westfield, okay? Those are the 3 big games, okay? If you're not interested in the college side, that just may not be your game. You may be like, you know what? I don't want to watch college football
save
until
that
Saturday.
for Saturday.
I'll save that for Saturday. That's fine. WFAA.com has Argyle and Melissa. Our buddy Mike Leslie on the call. Our WFAA.com has Argyle and Melissa, number 1 versus number 8 in 4A Division 1. Critical game there. If you need another game besides that, if one of those games just doesn't necessarily tickle your fancy, 6:30 p.m., Chapel Hill at Lindale is probably the play there. That's probably the play. Although you could also go 7 o'clock, Humble Summer Creek and Houston CE King, a matchup of unbeatens. You have no excuse not to sit on your couch, unless you're at a game.
It's
but also
really
sit on your
good
couch.
Week down in Houston.
Or if you're at a game, stream a game on your phone.
Yes.
Anyway, lot to offer there. Here is the play. 6 o'clock, Katy and Tompkins. 6:30, Houston and Tulsa. 7 o'clock, Westfield and Spring. Okay. Those are your 3 screens. They're spoken for at that point. If one of those games gets out of hand or you're not interested in one of those games, the next play would be something like a Summer Creek and CE King or Chapel Hill and Lindale. If you want some East Texas in your life. Anyway, that's what we're dealing with on Friday. Let's matriculate to Saturday.
Dateline.
Saturday, you're going to wake up early. You're going to watch TCU in Texas on ABC.
Yes.
It's the only 11 o'clock game in the 11 o'clock, so you can focus in.
And happy for Craig that he can maybe get a night's rest.
No, it's 11 a.m. kick.
Well, I know, but he doesn't have to travel back to Austin. Yeah.
I guess that's true. He gets an extra, hour and a half of sleep.
Which with him, I feel like probably goes a long way.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so that's 11 o'clock. 2:30, Tech and West Virginia are on. It's a huge game for Tech.
Yeah.
They
have to bounce back.
They've got to bounce back. On the road against a beatable West Virginia team that problematically did give Oklahoma a lot of trouble last week. That's at 2:30 on ESPN2. 3 o'clock, if you're a real sicko, you can watch SMU beat the tar out of South Florida. If you're into that thing, that's on ESPNU.
Yeah.
They're gonna crush them.
Oh, absolutely.
South Florida's just not very good. South Florida used to be really good. 5 o'clock. If you're also another sicko, 5 to 5:30 slate is really for you. Okay, 5 because you got UTSA at home against UNLV. UNLV's bad, guys. UNLV's real bad, and UTSA should run away from them. So if you're real sicko, you can turn that in. You can also tune into Rice and Southern Miss. That's on ESPN3. A critical game for Rice. Got to get this win. Got to bounce back and show some defensive signs. So then 6 o'clock rolls around. So 6 o'clock, we got 2 games on TexanLive.com. Stratford versus Cy Ridge and Cy Springs and Lincoln Creek. Mm-hmm. You've also got the ranked matchup between Baylor and Oklahoma State. A real prove-it game, I think, for both these programs. As well as you've got number 15 Texas A&M looking to bounce back at home against Mississippi State. Mike Leach coming back to Texas. Those are your things. And then 8 o'clock on ESPN Plus, get the wallet out, UTEP and Old Dominion.
Yeah.
8 o'clock. Do we have a late game? Let me see. Let me go to lsufootball.net/TV schedule.htm. Do we have a late game? Our latest game, we do have a Hawaii game, 10 o'clock CBS Sports Network, Fresno at Hawaii. If you're into that kind of thing and you need some late night entertainment, it'll go into the wee hours, but that's Saturday. Anyway, that is how you can spend your entire weekend on your couch working on your butt groove.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.